Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Stampin' with No. This video is my June free card class kit, and as always, this is another favorite one of mine. I'm so excited to share this with you. And if you watch my other videos, you know that I always say this, I'm excited. Well, I am. I always get excited doing this. This is an opportunity for me to share what I love doing and offer it to you guys to hopefully bring a smile to your face just as much as it brings to me when I'm creating these. So the inspiration for this month's Fun Fold, it's a Matchbox Fun Fold. We had a fellow demonstrator, this was several years ago, introduce us to this adhesive remover pad, and she presented it to us in a Matchbox form. It's not this one because I've since recreated this, but I was cleaning up my scrapbook room and I came across this and I thought, oh my gosh, I haven't done a fun fold like this. So that's my inspiration for this month. And I think what I'm going to do, I should have enough without reordering quickly. I'm going to go ahead and send one of these to you because I swear by it. I appreciate that she shared it with us, fellow demonstrators, but oh my gosh, it works wonders. It will remove sticky stuff that you get on your scissors. You know, you always end up with sticky stuff somewhere, right? Whether it's your bone folder, your scissors, your tweezers, anything that you use, you end up getting sticky adhesive, right? And it actually removes it from your fingers too. Now, it's not greasy, but it has a, I don't know what it is. It has something to it, but I wouldn't say that it's greasy. But oh my gosh, it removes it. And you just wipe it off. Sometimes I use my chamois to, at the end, just to wipe everything off, but you can certainly rinse it. And oh my gosh, it works wonders for blocks. You know how you get sticky fingers, you touch your blocks, and you get sticky residue on that. And oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing. So I want to share with you guys. So, for placing an order, I'm going to also be throwing this in here because I just want to share in this gem of adhesive remover. Okay, so let me go ahead and bring over the first project. And as I do in every video, I always show you what is included because I just want to make sure everybody understands what's in their envelope. Okay, so I'm going to bring everything over that I need, and later on throughout I'll not show you, but I'll tell you how you can get these kits for free. It's super easy, and I think you guys will want to do it this month because these are just fun and it's so cheerful. All right, now one thing you're going to need is at least for 2 of the cards is a staple. Now, doesn't matter what size. This one is a Stampin' Up, which is a little one, but it doesn't matter. You can use a regular one. It's just going to work out just fine no matter what. Okay, so let's start with the first card. As always, you're going to get your envelope. You're going to get a piece of DSP for your flap. Your card base will come to you cut and scored. And then these pieces here. You're going to get the inside. And I don't think on any of these cards I'm stamping the inside. We'll find out when we get to it. But I think when I started this, I decided to leave it blank because I wasn't sure who was going to actually get these cards. I think that was my thought process. And you'll get the card stock for the outside, a label, and then another piece of DSP. And this is so pretty that, you know, if you want, you can always change it up. And then another piece of DSP that's going to be different from this. Just because I wanted it different. And then obviously you can pick which side you want. And then a piece of ribbon. Okay, so let's see. Let's do stamping because I'm going to actually stamp on this DSP. And if you've done that in the past, you know that it takes a couple extra seconds for the ink to dry on DSP. So we'll go ahead and do that first, put it aside, and then we'll start assembling. All right, and I was almost ready to say I forgot to bring my glue over, but it was hiding. All right, so I'm just going to stamp because I need a birthday card. I always need birthday cards. Always, always, always. All right, I'm just going to stamp happy birthday. I'm just going to center it, but you know, it doesn't matter. You can offset however you want. And I brought some embellishments over if I remember, I might go ahead and use it. I haven't decided yet. Nice even press. It was kind of funny, my hesitation of not speaking is because I see some adhesive right on my block. I'm like, oh, I didn't clean that one. All right, so that's it on that. That came out really good. Let me close up my ink pad. And let me put this off to the side. Let that dry. You can hang out by yourself. Okay, now with these cards, you know, I always say make sure you give it an extra burnish. And the other cards, maybe not so much this. When I get to the other cards, I'll try to remember to remind you, you're going to have to get in an extra because I decided to use thick cardstock. I just felt like it came out better on the way that I was using it. So you guys know with thick cardstock, you just got to give it an extra burnish. All right, so got that. Now, I'm not going to glue that on yet, so let's do some gluing here. So this fun fold's going to be like this. All right, so let's just do some gluing. And I think I'm going to do it that way. You can go this way. I'm going to go this way. All right, so let's glue this down. Can you believe it's summertime? Kids are out, vacation. Crazy, time flies. My garden's doing pretty good. Husband's already sick of zucchini. Well, he hasn't one meal and he's good. Till next year. All right. What I want to do is wrap the ribbon before I actually glue it here. So I'm just going to wrap it. And you know, this is a little bit wider ribbon. And sometimes when you do a knot, not a knot, but a bow, it's pretty bulky to have it go through. So I'm pretty confident you'll get it long enough to do that, but I tend to just do a knot and just be done with it and not worry about it getting through the mail. As you can tell, you know, that's really long, right? So, and that's pretty flat. That's not too bulky. But I'm going to go ahead and clip that, clip it. I'm going to go ahead and trim it. I feel like I'm out of practice. Let's see. I'll go this way. All right. Now, if you're afraid that's going to move around, you can always pop a dot. Pop a dot. Do a mini dot and pop it there is what I was trying to say. All right, let's go ahead and glue this down. Now, on this one, I'm going to go a little bit higher. I'm not going to necessarily center, as you guys can tell, because this piece is going to get tucked in, okay? So it just makes it easier to tuck in that. So just going to use some glue. I'm going to put some glue on that ribbon to keep it in place. I don't really think it's going to go anywhere. Oops. All right, so let's just make sure I'm doing up is up, down is down. Glue that in place. Now you could pop it up using dimensionals. That would be good. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put a mini dot there. Since it's glued on and it does move around, but not a big deal. And I'm just going to roll it. You can roll it with your fingers if you want. And just pop it right in there. Push down. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and glue this in place. And I would put it up high because, again, it's going to tuck in, but you can, when you recreate, you could use a bigger piece size-wise if you like for the inside. All right, now what we need to do is I want to staple, because I want to keep this flap in place, right? Just like I did on this one. And then after stapling it, I'm going to take this so that I can cover the stapler. I'm going to do 2 of them. Now, what I would recommend is I would recommend upside down. All right. So obviously you don't want to staple this, so you need to go down lower on the edge here and here. And you don't have to go, let's see, let's do it this way. Let's see. I want to do it upside down because you can kind of see where I'm going right there, right? I don't know, with that, about 1/4 up. Actually, I'm going to go in just a little bit, 1/4 up. And I did it upside down because you ever get your finger stuck, index, you jab your finger in that. So we're going to hide that. So that's why I recommend doing it upside down, so to speak. And that's about, all right. So done with that. So now we can glue this like so. Glue that. You might be able to use dimensionals. I don't know. I just tend to do it flat. I don't really think about it, but it definitely could use dimensionals here if you like. All right. Okay. So there's that. He just kind of bends it a little bit to tuck in. And I'm not getting my fingers right. So hang on a minute. There we go. There we go. Just like so. Oop. It gives after a while. It'll start to. Actually, you want to bend this part up. Makes it so much easier. There, see, wasn't that easier? So bend this part down like so. It'll be like that, okay? All right, so I did bring some embellishments over. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use them. And I don't think I will. I may still send some with you. You guys might think, oh, yes, we need it. Maybe one right there and there. Let's do that. Changed my mind. So let's see. Let's do some little ones. Put that there. Could have used big ones, I guess. There we go. Yeah, it needed it. It needed it, right? Wouldn't you say? Okay. Oh, I forgot the envelope. Let's do the envelope. Got to decorate the envelope. Okay. That's super cute. I'm happy with it. I hope you like that one. All right, so let's do this one. Get my adhesive out. Yeah, I've got plenty. I forgot to check if I had enough, but this looks like a new roll. I've been doing some scrapbooking. I've got some past due. I participated in the virtual scrapbooking, and I'm behind. And so I've been trying to put time in to do, you know, just a little bit at a time, just so I feel like I've progressed. But I'm absolutely having fun with it. So my scrapbooking, I tend to use the adhesive, the stamp and seal for certain things, and I definitely went through it. I probably, just like on cards, I do an overkill with adhesive, but you know, I always have that fear of several years down the road, the scrapbooking page fall apart. I've had that happen on older adhesives, so I'm pretty particular now about what adhesive I use. All right, so card number 1. I love those colors, so pretty. And I think that can go for even a youth, right? All right, card number 1. Let me put this over here. Make some room. Never enough room. All right, card number 2. I need to use the staple again. Let's make a swap. And let's see what we got. Let me make some room here. All right. So, what are we doing with this one? All right, we got an envelope and DSP. Let's see, we're gonna go this way. You have your card base, cut and scored. You got your inside. You got your outside DSP. We have the little, I'll turn it this way so we can see it. I think you guys can see it in here. Your outside label, and then this piece will go on the outside. That's die cut. All right, so that'll all go to you. Now we're gonna go this way, right? And let's go ahead and just do some gluing. No, let's do some stamping. And then I can put that to the side. So this is out of, oh my gosh, is this the catalog or the online? I don't remember. I don't have the stamp pad in front of me, but you get the punch, the rectangular curved corner round punch. I don't know what it's called. And that's been a fun one to use. I just love stuff like that that you can use over and over. So I need another birthday. So I'm going to do happy birthday to you. And that is part of that bundle. Whoop. Perfect. In my eyes, that's perfect. Stamping. All right, I think that's all we're doing. Okay, so let's put this off to the side. Okay, let's do some gluing. So you can decide which side you want. I want polka dots because I think it's pretty. All right. Tweezers. Glue that in place. And just like the other card, I'm going to glue it flat, but you can certainly use dimensionals. And I would move it over again. I would not center it because this part needs to be tucked in. All right, so we're going to go sideways. Let me go ahead and fold and burnish. So you probably can see it better. Fold it up. There we go. All right, so now we're going to glue that flat. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. This needs to be glued, but I think we'll be okay. Go ahead, put some glue. All right. So, how do you get these kits? Super, super easy. I have some dates that I typically provide you guys, but you know, if you can't make it, you can't make it. And you know, I work with people that just have a hectic life, and I'll do the same for you. But if you can place an order by 25 June, a minimum order of $45 before tax and shipping, then I'll send these kits to you. And then also includes a written tutorial that has all the product measurements, all that, so that you can easily duplicate this card. And actually, all of them, each one of them is just super simple. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Again, I don't have an inside sentiment, because I'm not sure who's going to get it. All right, and then orders over $75, you also get a pack of embellishments. And that also, through Stampin' Up!, also allows you to get a product of the month for $5. It kind of opens up that opportunity to get that. And the way that works is by spending over $75, you get your choice. And for this month, oh my gosh, it's such a cute stamp set. If you've seen my Facebook page, you probably have seen one of the advertisements for it. But you know, if that's not your thing, you can always get a previous month's product of the month if it's still available. And the month of May, they had the vellum DSP, the floral. Oh my gosh, it was drop dead gorgeous. And quite honestly, I don't know if it's still available. But you can only get it one time. And then, but, you know, it does allow you, if you've not received it before, to go ahead and get it. So, and then, of course, you know, anything that's truly beyond that, you know, I always throw in extra stuff just because I so appreciate you guys supporting me and helping me. Basically my enablers, right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And I would just, let me move this over, flip it over. I would just put some glue, mini dots, whatever you want on the edge. And then where the leaves are, I would just put some dots. I would not go too crazy with the adhesive because it's going to stay down because you got your outer edge there. Get my tweezers. All right. Whoop. I think that's even. Just press down. There we go. And then for this one, I'm going to use mini dots, not mini dots, dimensionals. And have him. I'll do 4. Again, I probably do overkill on adhesive, but you know, I don't want things falling apart. So to get these kits, I think I mentioned by 25 June, but hey, you know, if life gets in the way of you guys having fun, I understand. And then by the end of the month, 30 June, which happens to be my sister's birthday, so happy early birthday, I will mail it out to you and email you the written tutorial. All right, so we're going to do the same thing I did the previous card. I'm going to get the stapler, I'm going to do it upside down and about a 1/4 inch up. There we go. It's probably a little bit too low, but I think I'll be able to cover it. There you go. So see, that's the back. You won't stick your finger. Anyone that has stuck their finger understands what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm going to do stripes. But you could certainly match it, but I'm going to do stripes. Just be different. All right. Yeah. Plenty of room. Cover those staplers. Don't even see it. All right. Let's see what's next. We need some embellishments. I brought these over because I really wasn't sure. I thought with the flowers, I think this is the online, the 26 to 28 butterfly in color. These I do believe are going to stay. I'll have to double check my list, but these are so pretty. The in colors, just absolutely love it. So let's see what we're going to, let's do, I don't know, let's do green just because. I'll send some of these home with you when I mail it. Let's see, let's put you up here. Let's see, let's do you right there. Make sure it gets through the mail without, there we go. Just needs a little something. All right, I can't, that's sealed up, I'll get that later. All right, so you bend it like this to pop it open, and there you go. And then just in there. It'll give after a while. There you go. Love it. Oh, I keep forgetting about this. Let's do the envelope. We're not done yet, guys. All right, so I think I'm going to do that color. We'll flip that over. Let's do some adhesive. So another thing I do, anyone that knows me knows I have a very hard time asking for help. It's certainly outside my comfort zone. And my friends that are watching are like, yep, that's very true. So Stampin' Up! This month of June, they are doing a incentive, which is called the Better Your Best, which pretty much means just exceeding my previous sales. And I would love to do it, but in order to do it, I need your help. And if you've been thinking about placing an order, just like first time ordering, restocking, kits are a wonderful thing to buy, especially with vacation time. You want to take something with you. The kits are perfect. But if you've been thinking about ordering, I would be so grateful if you could chat with me, because every order helps me get one step closer to reaching that goal. And quite honestly, I can't reach it without your guys' help. So there, I put it out on the table. A little uncomfortable, like I said, outside my comfort zone, but I would so appreciate anything if you guys would be able to help. And you know, as always, I so appreciate you guys supporting me and just allowing me to share with you what I love doing. It just means so much to me. But anyways, all right, so let's get on to some fun stuff. All right, so here is card number 2. I think this turned out cute. I love that. That was just like a last minute thing. You know, if I clean my scrapbook room up, I can find so many new things. So this is card number 2. Let's bring over card number 3. And I changed card number 3 up, quite honestly, right before I was ready to hit video on this, because it needed something. And so I changed it up just a little bit. So your envelope, let's see, I thought I had a piece of DSP. Yes, I thought I did. A piece of DSP for your flap. Now this is going to be your card base, and this is also going to be your card base. Let's see, we're going to go this way. Is this right? Yes, we're going to do this. And a piece of DSP and a piece of cardstock that's going to go on the outside of this. And you probably can't see it, but this part here is embossed. That was my last minute change. It just needed something. I just love texture. I love the white. I love doing that. And this is thick cardstock, so when you get it, please, you know, like I said, give it an extra burnish, because it is thick and you want it to fold nicely. Okay, so all right, so what we are going to do, this is a pretty easy layout that really, your sentiment can pretty much be anything, which is great. So we are going to stamp this piece here, and we're going to stamp it with hello. And now I'm going to stamp it down here. You could center it. It's just going to be just like this, okay? It's going to be left like that. So, you know, you can pretty much do anything. You can center it. You can go hello or whatever you're doing all the way across, but I'm just going to do hello in the corner. And when you do it, you basically want to do it like upside down. It's kind of what I say, right? Because it's going to go up like this. Is that right? Yes. So just be careful when you're stamping it. All right, so nice even press. Just want to say hello. I hope that was even. Yes. All right. Move that off to the side to dry. Let's do some gluing. Move this back over here. All right, so we want this to adhere there. Make some room off to the side here. That would be cool too. The black, that would really be nice. but I want flowers. But that would be a great one. Black and white. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead. So this piece I'm gonna put pretty much right on the edge, but you know, you can move it up, you can hang it over, but I'm gonna put it right on the edge. And I'm just, I'm gonna use dimensionals because I just think it needs some popping up. So let me close my glue so that doesn't dry out. Let me bring over my dimensionals. Oops. I went through several of these. Isn't it nice feeling when you get to use every little morsel of dimensionals, cutting up the edge piece and all that? I just love it. Can't waste all this because it's good stuff. All right. There we go. I'm gonna put that right on the edge. It might stick out just a little smidgen. I can't tell. Very, very little. I got glue on my fingers. Okay. So it's gonna be like this. Let's see, it needs to. It's still popping up. Let's do it reverse. Sometimes doing the reverse too helps. But I think I'm gonna use some embellishments and that might help weigh it down. All right, so it's just gonna be like this, and then I'm going to glue, let me get this up here. I'm just gonna glue that to that card base. You might be able to, you know, pop up this white piece. If you do, I definitely would put your message in there first. There we go. I think that's even. Let's open this up. Yep, it's even. I'd put your inside sentiment, message written, whatever you're going to end up doing, but if you end up using dimensionals. So, like so. And you, because of the flap, like so, you just want to make sure your words are down low, and that is just perfect. Could have been a little bit lower, but that's okay. I'm good with it. And then I think it needs embellishments. So let's do some yellow. All right. Let's see here. Let's do, oop, it's stuck to me, hang on. I can't get it off. Okay. Let's do right there. I think that's even. I got a bit of a shadow. That looks even. I don't know if that's going to look even on camera, but that's even. There we go. Oh, I like that. Okay. That needs to be burnished a little bit more. It's stuck. All right. Where's my... Yeah. These cards definitely need a good burnish. Yes, most definitely. Oh, that's pretty. I love the colors. And the envelope. Let's get that flap going. That would be pretty. Black and white's gorgeous, isn't it? Very stunning. And oh my gosh, next month, Christmas in July. I don't know if you guys do Christmas stuff, but they are coming out with some really, really nice online Christmas related exclusives. Just so pretty. Scissors, here we go. I'm going to cut this up and we will move on to card number 4. Cut that up. And I don't have them yet, but Stampin' Up! Brought back their snips. They look the same. I've not heard of anyone actually using them yet. I'm assuming quality is still going to be there because it's Stampin' Up!, right? But I plan on ordering some because I really love them. They handle nice and they cut nice too. So here we go. Card number, what is it? Card number 3. Pretty green. Really love it. See, it goes this way. If you want it that way. All right. Card number 3. Last card. We are doing good, I think, even with all my gabbing. All right, so this one, probably my favorite. Takes a little bit more, but I just love it. I love them all. Perfectly honest. All right, you got your DSP for your flap. Now let's see if I remember how this one goes. It's going to go this way. All right, all these little pieces you're going to get, but you're going to love it. So it's your card base. Let me bring this over. Oops. Your inside, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Let's see, let's put you over here. You got your outside DSP. You've got a little, I don't know what you call it. I don't know what you call it, lid. You got your DSP. You got some ribbon. You got, I don't know if you can see it. Let me bring this over. You've got some vellum. I love the Stampin' Up! Vellum. It's nice and thick. I'm just in love with it. So you're going to be getting some more vellum. And then these are some die pieces. And then this piece here. And then the flower, now it's going to be in blue, but there's different style flowers. This one happens to be 1. There's some that have 2, maybe 3. I don't even remember. But I decided to go ahead and just use this one. You're going to get a piece that will definitely be cut at the bottom. The measurement may be slightly different because this is just a punch. And then the die cut. All right, so I'm going to leave those there. And we're going to do some shading first, and because I'm going to be shading the vellum, and it does take time for the vellum to dry, the ink to dry on the vellum. So we're going to do that first and then move on to the other things. So this is optional. You definitely do not need to do this one. I just felt like it needed something when I put the vellum up against the blue. And it's just something I did. But like I said, this is strictly optional. You do not have to do it. So I'm using my little mini brush. I just love it better than the larger one because I can handle it better. And I'm just lightly, without bending, I'm just lightly going over, as you can see right there, the vellum. Just a little bit. You can probably see it better there, right? And you can go as light or as dark as you want. I just wanted something soft, nothing super crazy. But you certainly could go darker if you end up deciding that you like this look. Or just leave it. Yeah. I don't normally do it that way, but I'm always concerned about brush strokes like that. I didn't want that. But the vellum, you got to be careful because you can, if you press too hard, you end up bending the vellum. And you know, when you get a crease in the vellum, you definitely see it. All right, that one was a little bit darker, but that's okay. But you can tell how light I went. All right, so I think we're done with that. And let me bring over the other stamp pad. We're going to go ahead and stamp that label. Let's see here. Let's see, which way did I want to go? Let's go this way. I'm doing Thinking of You. And let's see, I want to go up a little bit. Might lean over. I love this script. So pretty. And the stamp's really nice. Okay, I think we are done stamping. Move that out and put you over to the side. I'll put you over here. All right, so I don't know what's best here. Let's work on the inside. I was gonna say, let's do some gluing, but let's work on this. Okay, so when you get this, you can tell this is shorter where the score is. This is longer, right? So this is the front. So your back's gonna be taller. Then your piece of basic white is gonna fit in here, right? And we're gonna create, I don't know what you call it. A little punch out thing. So it's going to come to you already cut, but I didn't cut it because it's kind of hard to write written directions. So I did the best that I could, and I thought, well, if we can do it on the video, because that's what this video is for, is to help you when the written portion, you need a little help. So what you're going to do, if you recreate this, okay, this, like I said, this is going to come to you already cut. But when you recreate, you're going to put tick marks here and here, and then you're going to go up. I just did a line just so that I know that I don't go crooked because we're going to cut. You can put a tick mark, but just put a light line. Use pencil because you want to eventually erase that, okay, because I guess you could see it. Maybe you don't see it. I don't know. So all you're going to do is going to keep it folded, right? And you're going to go up, cut up to that score line. Just try to keep a straight line as best as you can right there. And then do the other one straight and go all the way up, okay? So let me go ahead and erase the pencil mark. That's pretty good. Okay, I think we're done with that. So now what you're going to do, you're going to open that up and you're just going to pop it. Yeah. Come on now. There we go. You're going to pop it to where it bends, right? You see where it's bending? And you're going to close it and you're going to create a fold. Is that right? Here we go. Like so. Do you see it? And you want to make sure everything's straight. You want to make sure all of this is straight. And you just want to give it a good burnish. Okay? So it looks like that. That's the inside. All right? Does that make sense? Okay. Now, what I would do, yeah, I think we're okay. Okay. So now what we want to do, this part here, the short part, we want to glue down here. Easiest way to do it. Get your adhesive and you want to, this bottom white here, you want to center, obviously, and you want to take it right down to where it folds, okay? You put your adhesive and you close it and you give it a good press, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and do that. There's no order, you know, to doing this. It's just, I just happen to have it in my hand. You know, you can finish doing the front, whatever you want to do, but since we're working on this, so just make sure everything's centered, left, the top, and the right. I got that right down at the crease, right? And you just want to fold it down, give it a good press. All right. All right, so that part's down. So now all you need to do, you close that, put adhesive, and the same thing, close that up. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Close that. All right, there we go. And it's made, I know you see it, but it's made to sit up. We're going to decorate and have a pop-up. All right, so we're done for this for right now. We'll come back to it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side. So since we're in the gluing stage, let's go ahead and glue this. And let's go ahead and glue the front. Let's see. No, let's do this because we got to work on that. So you need to fold and burnish. Give it a good burnish. Now, this is strictly optional. I don't have it in front of me, but there are, what are they called? These strips of dimensional. It comes in real thin strips. You could use that, but I've got my mini dimensionals. We're going to go ahead and just use that. I'll show you how to use that to make this. So what's going to happen is this is going to be like this. All right, it's going to be down, and then this is where the matchbox. So it'll tuck in there, okay? So I want decorative. I want piece DSP, so I'm going to go ahead and put DSP there. We're not stapling, so I don't need to worry about that. We're done with the stapler. This one's strictly gluing, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Slowly get these little pieces out of the way. And do that. Okay, so what we want to do is, you don't have to, you could, all right, so let me say it this way. You could go all the way down, right? And do you see how much of a overlap that'll be? What is that, 1/4 of an inch? I might go just slightly over just because it's easier to bend, but you know, you do you. So I want to, at the back, I want to add adhesive and glue it to the back. However, you don't want to put adhesive all the way on the edge. You want to leave that alone, okay? So you want to just put some in the middle, all right? So like so. And again, that's the back, right? All right, it's not going anywhere, guys. Trust me. So you just want to center it, and I'd use the grid. All right, and that looks pretty centered, right? So I'm just going just a smidgen below. I don't know if you can see it. Just a smidgen below. I'm not worried about it. All right, and then use your bone folder to smash down on it so you don't get ink. All right, so what I found is if you tape this down completely, well then you can't, you're going to struggle with trying to get this tucked in, okay? So I'm going to put, if you've got those strips, you can put that all the way down here, but I like just putting just a little bit of the mini dot, not mini dot, my goodness, these things. My mind just went blank, but I want the mini ones. And I'm going to cut it in half. Oh, this is my new one too. How exciting. I'm going to go ahead and cut it in half because you just need a little bit just so that this flap is not basically flapping in the wind. All right, so I hope that made sense. I think when you guys see it, me do it, it'll make sense. So I'm just getting it, cutting it in half. There we go. Come here, you. And I'm just putting it right on the edge. Right there. Come on now. You're being difficult because it's being recorded. That's why. Stay. Now get the other one and I put it right next to it. Now you can go all the way down. I just found that I tend to struggle and I want a little give. So I'd get another one and do the same thing on the other side. Now, if you don't have the minis, I guess just the regular dimensionals, probably quarter them, maybe. Yeah, you just need a little bit. Come on now, you stay. All right, take that off. All right, going in. There we go. See? It just stays in. All right, so let's get rid of that. Okay, now let's work on the front. Make some room here, got my glue. So on the front, I want this piece of DSP, and I'm going to go down since it's going to be hidden a little bit. And then I want this here. I'm going to do flat. All right, so let me just do this. I'm saving the best part of this card for last because we're going to build. And it's not complicated. Like you just saw how simple it was for me to do the 2 snips and pop that piece out. And there's your mechanism, your pop-out mechanism. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that. Oh, I'm going to pop this one up. Yes, I'm going to pop this one up. I think that's what I'm going to do. Close up my glue. It dries up. You know, earlier when I was doing all these videos, I always had like another card. I made one card up because I never knew what I was going to do, right? And I stopped doing it. I felt like I was better just winging it. I don't know if that's true. But, so when I put these kits together, I've got something in mind, and then 24 hours pass. I forget what it was. So a lot of times that's my hesitation is, what was I thinking? All right, so I'm going to put this down just a little bit since that has to be tucked in. All right, and we're done with scissors for now. So now what I want to do is what? I want these little pieces. This is what I had in mind. Whoop. Like, yes, tuck that in. And quite honestly, I wasn't sure about the ribbon, but I'm gonna, oops, let's make sure it doesn't hang over. These little pieces, little sprigs. Come on, glue. Yeah. This card's going to be pretty closed or opened. All right, so I love this ribbon. It had some gold bling to it. And you're going to get a longer piece than what I'm having here. I just knew that I wanted the knot, so I didn't want to waste. So I'd probably cut it a little bit shorter. There we go. And just tack it on with the mini dot. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, need to cut just a little bit off. Come on, you. All right, so here's my mini dot. There we go. Might put 2 just to play it safe. It's kind of an interactive card, so probably 2 mini dots should work. I got gold specks on me here. And just put you right there. Is that the middle? That looks like the middle. All right, so now let's work on this inside. All right, so you've got this piece, right? And what I found is if you use this to actually build your arrangement, we're going to do a floral arrangement, and then you take this piece all intact, right? And you glue it. I think you guys can see. Let's see. You're going to glue it to the front right in here, okay? glue, adhesive, whatever you want. If you're going to use adhesive, I'd use some strong adhesive because this is going to be interactive. And I did the flat so that you know that that's just going to fit just like so, okay? Does that make sense? All right, so now we're going to build our floral arrangement. And when you do it, just be aware that it's not overhanging outside of your card, okay? So I'm going to bring this part over, and we may have to refer back to this a couple times. So you're going to get this big piece, and I would, personally, I would just cut it up, but you know, you do, let me close up this glue. You can do whatever look you want. All right, I just know that it's so dainty, like this one I bent. It's so dainty that I was afraid it would not hold up being interactive. Okay, so I'm going to cut that, and quite honestly, I'm going to cut this piece here and have 3 pieces. And you can probably trim that up a little bit so it's not obvious. There we go. Can't even tell unless you just saw this video. And I don't think we need to trim anything else, but just in case, I'll leave this out. All right, so now what we want to do is build, and we're going to build back up, right? So I probably would do this, and I'm winging it. I don't know. This, and then probably like this. I think that's what I do. I don't think, yeah, we're good. All right, I'm going to do that. And then I think this is going to be probably like this. Now you'll see some white, but it's going to look like it's blending in. So don't, you know, worry about it. I mean, if it bothers you, you could probably shade it. But, you know, the card base is white. The inside part is white, so it'll just blend in. I don't think you will notice it. They will be looking at other parts of this card and how pretty it is and how it pops up, that they will not notice that. Guaranteed. There we go. Let's see, let's go a little bit this way. All right, so it's going to go like that. Perfect. Does not stick out. All right. So now I'm just going to fill these in. Just wherever. I think. And I know on camera you cannot see the blue, but that on the vellum, but I can. And to me, it's just enough to add to it. All right. I hope you guys like those layouts. I did have fun doing it. All right, so, you know, depending on which flower you get will determine where you lay it. I'm going to lay it like that, I think. So just put a little bit of glue. Pop it up. All right. So it's going to look like this. So you want glue right in here, right? So I would put your adhesive there. Let me close this up. And, you know, it's flat part, right? This part's flat, so that helps you. And you just center it. I gotta turn it to the side to see what I'm doing. So put it over there, bring it down, keeping it in place. There we go. Oops. And that sticks out just a smidgen, but it's just gonna fit. All right, so let's try this. Yay, it worked. Let me just give it a good press since it is glue. All right, so that sticks out. I'm not worried about it because it's not past this. This is actually the width, the A2 width of a card, so I'm good with that. All right, so you're gonna open it up like that. There's your card. I'll show it to you in just a second. I wanna give that glue a couple seconds to dry. So let's go ahead and work on the flat. I love that. I just think it's so pretty. And it really, you know, I went slow. It's been a while since I've done it. And it's super easy. You guys got to admit, it's not difficult. It looks complicated, but, you know, it's not. And I hope I was able to break it down to where you would agree that it was a lot easier than what it looks. I hope I do that for you guys. It's important to me. So, but you guys can get this month if you place your order, placing at least a minimum $45, and then, you know, with the $75, you get so much more. And that product of the month is just, he's just a cutie patootie. Could have kept this one square just to change it up, but too late. I started it. I was busy talking. All right. Okay, I think we are ready for me to open it up. I hope this works. Okay, so flip it open. Oh, here's your card, envelope. Flip it open. Matchbox. You bend it like that, right, guys? To open it up. And voila, there you go. Now, if you want to put a sentiment, you can do a real small sentiment here, or you can do right here, put your message in. So that's how it's going to sit, like that. All right, and then when you close it up, just lift it up, and there you go, and it stays closed. And I've got gold glitter. All right, guys, so this is card number 4. Let me bring these back out to you, because it's been a minute since you've seen them, right? So card number 4, card number 3, card number 2. I'm gonna put number 1 down here, and card number 1. That's off to the side. I think you guys can see. All right, guys, June free card class kits can be yours. So thank you. Oh, and also I'm gonna be sending this because I love these things, and I want to share on how great these are. So I'll be sending you a pack of just a little thing of the adhesive remover. And when you get it, try it. And please, just let me know what you think. I just love it. And I want to share in it. And I think you're going to love it. So, all right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up. Appreciate if you could place an order this month to help me meet my incentive, because honestly I can't do it without you guys. And as always, happy stamping to you all. Take care. Bye.